Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Wendy. I am a registered nurse, and on my channel we talk about all things nursing. Today we are going to talk about how I finished my RN to BSN program with Chamberlain University in 7 months. Yes, you heard that right, 7 months. That's how long it took for me to complete my RN to BSN program at Chamberlain University. Stay tuned. You've probably stumbled on this video because, like myself, once upon a time, I was also shopping around for the right school for me to complete my RN to BSN program. When you first reach out to Chamberlain representatives, one of the first things they're going to do is ask for your transcripts. The transcripts are so that they can evaluate your classes, what you have, what you don't have, and what needs to be completed. Also, the transcripts are so they can make sure that you meet the minimum requirements in order to get enrolled into the school. Interestingly, my situation was a little bit different than most. If you have been following me in my journey or in my previous videos, you know that I had a previous bachelor's in a non-nursing related field before pursuing my RN degree. So once I sent in my transcripts, a lot of the requirements were already completed for a bachelor's degree. After the evaluation, I only had to take 9 classes. And I was really happy about that because I was just kind of ready to just do it and be done with it. The way Chamberlain classes are set up by terms. You usually take 2 classes per term, and every term is made up of 8 weeks. Because I had odd numbers of classes to complete, they gave me the choice of either starting with 1 class or ending with 1 class. And because I wanted to kind of get a feel of how the classes are run and everything, I opted to start out with that 1 class. And now in hindsight, thinking about it, I really would have been okay starting with those 2 classes because Chamberlain nursing courses are made for nurses. I was working full-time and had other things going on, but I was still able to get through all my classes without any major hassle. And if there was anything, they're just really big on ensuring that you reach out to your professors if you're struggling or need extra time and everything like that. So if you're not like me who has odd number of classes and you have to take 2 classes starting from the get-go, you will be fine. You really will. The only thing I will say is that the general ed courses, on the other hand, are a little bit more difficult. For me, it was. They require a little bit more, so if you can get most of your general ed courses out of the way before enrolling, good for you. I mean, it would really take off a lot of the load off for you. As I was completing my RN to BSN program, I was offered a job opportunity that required that I had a BSN. At that time, I had 4 classes left, and so I opted to take those last 4 classes at the same time. Some of the classes that remained were prerequisites to some of the other ones that were left. And so it required that I get it approved by the dean, explain myself as to why I was doing it, why I needed it, and fill out forms or petitions and everything before I could get approved to be enrolled in all those 4 classes. So the last term, which was 8 weeks, I was taking 4 classes at once. 1 class is good. 2 classes already kind of like a lot. 4 was insanely a lot. Out of the 4 classes, I had 1 general ed course that I had been dodging forever throughout my whole nursing career, which was humanities, and it caught up to me and I had to take it. That was difficult for me, I think mainly because it's not in my interests, and so I preferred doing my nursing classes more than I wanted to do my general ed courses. But if I could do it all over again, I would have taken that class earlier, so I would have dodged having to take it this time around. It was very difficult, that class, compared to the nursing ones. However, it's doable. So even though I was taking such a huge load, I was still able to complete my Rn-Bsn with Chamberlain with honors. I got all A's in the classes. I started my Rn-Bsn with Chamberlain in May 2020 and finished December 2020. If you are considering Chamberlain, I would strongly encourage you to reach out to them and talk to them and see if it works for you. In terms of my capstone, I didn't have to go and look for a hospital or anything in order to get it done. I was able to do the research on my own in order to fulfill the requirements of my capstone, which was very helpful because during a pandemic, it's really hard to get a preceptor or reach out to hospitals to try to help you with your capstone information. So that was like a really big plus and a really big stress reliever. And I know there are other schools that require you to do that. The coursework required discussion posts, replies, and assignments, all of which were very doable. I have had a really great experience with Chamberlain, and I would strongly recommend it to the next person. If you have any specific information or questions, I would strongly urge that you reach out to their representatives in order to get your questions answered. But overall, I had a positive experience. I finished in 7 months, and that was a very big plus. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask it in the comments, and I'll be sure to get back to you. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and press that subscribe button and follow me on Instagram as well at Ms.Gwendolyn_RN. Disclaimer, this is not a paid anything. I was not paid to do this video. I'm just sharing my experience and hopefully encourage others to have a positive experience like I did with Chamberlain University. Till next time, bye-bye.